This is the opening track of a playlist called Café Whisper, After the Rain. It must immediately establish the post-rain stillness within the first 15 seconds. The piano should feel like individual water drops landing on a windowsill. Sparse, clear, unhurried. And the world outside is holding still, as if it's learning how to breathe again. And so am I. And so am I. After the last drop falls, there's a second where the air remembers everything. After the last drop falls, the quiet isn't empty. It's a kind of offering, a little space to land, a little room to be. After the last drop falls, something in me softens finally. The streetlight catches puddles on the pavement, turning gray to gold in small circles. A woman shakes her umbrella by the doorway and steps inside like crossing into something gentle. The barista starts the grinder and it hums a low familiar prayer for the afternoon. And I realize I've been holding my shoulders up all morning. Now I let them down like letting go of June. And the clock above the counter moves again, like it forgot it had a job to do. And so did I. And so did I. After the last drop falls, there's a second where the air remembers everything. After the last drop falls, the quiet isn't empty. It's a kind of offering, a little space to land, a little room to be. After the last drop falls, something in me softens finally. I don't need the sun to come out yet. I don't need the clouds to fully clear. I just need this moment where the storm is done and I can hear myself here. Just here. Just finally here. After the last drop falls, I think I'll stay a little while. After the last drop falls, the cafe holds me like a lullaby. A little space to breathe, a little room to be. After the last drop falls, I let the quiet hold me gently. After the last drop, the quiet holds. The espresso machine exhales like it's been waiting for the rain to stop before it speaks. And the chair scrapes softly on the tile as people settle in for what remains of the week. There's a girl with paint stains on her fingers fingers reading something thick and old and worn. And the light comes through the window sideways, like it's just been freshly born. And the cafe breathes again, not the deep breath of something starved, but the easy kind, the kind that says, welcome back, we never closed our hearts. The cafe breathes again, and I breathe with it slow and warm. The cups are singing tiny songs, the afternoon has found its form. No rush, no need to leave just yet. The rain gave us this gift of time. The cafe breathes again, and darling, so do I. The barista knows my order, smiles without a word, just the sound of steaming milk and a gentle nod. And I think this is what kindness sounds like, when it's not trying hard, when it's not on guard. Someone's laptop hums a documentary on low, and the man beside the bookshelf turns a page so slow, like he's savoring each sentence, each paragraph, each line. And I think I'll learn to hold my hours the way he's holding time. And the cafe breathes again, not the gasp of something new, but the sigh of something steady, something warm and something true. The cafe breathes again, and I breathe with it slow and warm. The cups are singing tiny songs, the afternoon has found its form. No rush, no need to leave just yet. The rain gave us this gift of time. The cafe breathes again, and darling, so do I. Maybe that's what I was looking for, not silence, not escape, just a room that keeps on breathing even when I forget my shape. A place that doesn't need me to be anything, but here, just here with a cup and a window, and nothing left to fear. The cafe breathes again, and I breathe with it soft and sure. The light is getting warmer now, the afternoon is pure. No rush, no need to be somewhere else. This moment is enough, it's mine. The cafe breathes again, and I breathe, and I'm fine. Breathes again, so do I. My coffee's painting portraits on the window pane, little clouds that bloom and vanish, bloom and fade again. And through the fog I watch the street relearn the light, like a city that's been sleeping and is blinking at the sight. I trace a line across the steamer road to nowhere new, just a finger on the glass that's drawing maps of me and you. The cafe smells like cardamom and something slightly sweet, and the window holds the outside like a frame around a street. And I could wipe it clean and see it all clear and sharp and bright, but I think I like the softness of a world seen through the quiet. Steam on the glass between me and the world, a veil of warmth on everything that hurts. I don't need to see it perfect, perfectly today. Just the shapes, the light, the outline of okay. Steam on the glass, gentle and thin, holding the cold out and holding me in. And for now that's all I need, a window and a breath and a warm drink. A bus goes by and for a second wipes my view. Then the fog returns like nothing even moved or grew. And I think of all the people sitting somewhere just like this, watching steam paintings dissolve into the afternoon like a kiss. The woman at the next table stirs her tea 3 times. I wonder if it's habit or if free is in her rhymes. We don't speak, but there's a comfort in the parallel. 2 strangers choosing silence in both, choosing it well. And I could ask her name and start a thread, but some company is better left unsaid. Just the knowing that she's there is enough to fill the air. Steam on the glass between me and the world, a veil of warmth on everything that hurts. I don't need to see it perfectly today. Just the shapes, the light, the outline of okay. Steam on the glass, gentle and thin, holding the cold out and holding me in. And for now that's all I need, a window and a breath and a warm drink. I press my palm flat against the cold and feel the warmth on one side, the world on the other. And I think maybe this is what it means to be safe without hiding, to be still without being stuck, to let the blur be beautiful and not rush to wipe it away. Steam on the glass, I'll let it stay, a soft curtain between me and the gray. I don't need to see it all right now, just enough, just the glow, just the shape of how the afternoon is healing. One small breath at a time, steam on the glass, and I am fine, I am fine. Just a window and a breath and a warm drink. I looked up from my book and something changed outside. The gray was cracking at the edges like an eggshell open wide, and through the fractures gold, just threads of it at first, then wider, wider, like the sky remembered what it's worth. The girl with paint-stained fingers puts her brush down, looks up too. And for a moment every stranger in this room shares the same view. A crack of blue inside the gray, it's not a lot but still, it's enough to make the whole cafe exhale and hold still. And isn't it something how a little make a room full of strangers feel like they're on the same side. Clouds breaking open, letting gold fall through, like the sky's been saving something just for you. It's not the full sun, not the final clear, just a promise wrapped in light that says I'm here. Clouds breaking open, gentle and slow, just enough warmth to let the small things grow. And I'm sitting in the middle of this ordinary grace, with sunlight on my hands and hope on my face. The puddles on the sidewalk catch the gold like tiny mirrors, and the whole street looks like someone scattered jewels for no reason. A bicycle goes by with the bell that rings twice, and the sound is so specific, so precise, so nice. I think the afternoon just shifted from surviving into living, from enduring into something close to giving. And I don't need it to last. I know the clouds might close again, but right now, right here, the light is in, and that's enough to win. And isn't it enough to have a moment made of this? A little sun between the gray, a little ordinary bliss. Clouds breaking open, letting gold fall through, like the sky's been saving something just for you. It's not the full sun, not the final clear, just a promise wrapped in light that says I'm here. Clouds breaking open, gentle and slow, just enough warmth to let the small things grow. And I'm sitting in the middle of this ordinary grace, with sunlight on my hands and hope on my face. I used to wait for perfect days, clear skies from edge to edge, but now I think the broken clouds are better. They have depth, the light that fights through gray to reach you means more than easy sun. It's the kind of warmth that earned its way, the kind that's truly won. Clouds breaking open, wider now, like the sky is taking its first bow, and every window in the street reflects the gold, like the whole world's being gently told it's okay, the storm is done, you made it through, you're still someone. Clouds breaking open, and so am I, and so am I. Breaking open, letting light, breaking open. Step over the puddle, step around the crack. The sidewalk is a dance floor, and I'm never going back to walking like I'm late for something, rushing past the rain. Today I'll take my time and let my feet find their refrain. The awnings drip a rhythm, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And every drop's a downbeat for this waltz no one can see. My shoes are slightly damp, but I don't care, they'll dry by 5. Right now I'm in a ballroom made of concrete and alive, and the street becomes a stage for the smallest, softest show. Just a girl and all her puddles dancing in the afterglow. Wet Sidewalk waltz, 1, 2, 3. Turn around the lamppost, curtsy to the tree. No one's watching but the pigeons, and they don't critique. Wet sidewalk waltz, elegantly unique. Step and spin and step again through this silver ballroom of the urban rain. And I'm the only dancer, but the floor is wide. Wet sidewalk waltz, I'll take it in my stride. A leaf floats in a puddle like a boat without a captain, and I step around it carefully, like stepping past a world. The buildings lean like ballroom walls, the sky's the chandelier, and for 3 minutes and 40 seconds nothing else is here but me and my reflection, broken into pieces by the wet. Each shard a different version of a girl who can't forget that joy is not a destination, it's a rhythm you can choose. A waltz you dance alone because you've nothing left to lose. And the street becomes a song for the ones who stop and listen. Every puddle is a mirror, every raindrop is a prism. Wet sidewalk waltz, 1, 2, 3. Turn around the mailbox, bow to the debris. No one knows I'm waltzing, and that's half the charm. Wet sidewalk waltz, outstretched arm. Step and spin and step again through this silver ballroom of the urban rain. And I'm the only dancer, but the rhythm's mine. Wet sidewalk waltz, and I feel fine. When I was small, my mother said, dance when no one's watching, that's the truest dance. And I forgot that for a decade, caught up in the grown-up trance. But today the rain reminded me that the world is full of music free, and all you need's a wet sidewalk and the will to let your body speak. Wet sidewalk waltz, 1, 2, 3. Slower now, the cafe's calling me back for tea. But I'll remember this, the dance, the gray, the shine. Wet sidewalk waltz, forever mine. Step and spin and step again. The smallest ballroom in the softest rain. I waltz my way back to my seat. Wet sidewalk waltz, complete. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2. Look down, the whole sky is at your feet. Every puddle holds a painting, every crack reflects the street. And the sun is playing favorites with the water on the ground, turning gray to gold to silver with the subtlest little sound. Like a camera flash that's silent, like a spark without the heat. Every step I take is walking through a gallery complete. And I wonder if the rain knew when it fell through all that gray that it was setting up an exhibition for today. It's the smallest kind of magic, the kind that doesn't ask to be believed, just noticed, just accepted, just quietly received. Puddles catching light, look at them glow, tiny mirrors on the sidewalk, putting on a show. No one sold a ticket, no one turned the stage lights on, just the sun and rain conspiring since the dawn. Puddles catching light, I almost walked right past, but something made me stop and say, how long will this one last? And the answer doesn't matter, cause the beauty's in the now. Puddles catching light, I'll take my bow. A child runs through the biggest one and shatters it to stars, and for a second all the light is scattered into sparks. Then slowly it reforms, the water stills, the mirror returns, and the sky is back beneath my feet with all its golden turns. I take a photo, but I know it won't be quite the same. The way the light was moving can't be captured in a frame. Some things are meant to be experienced, not safe for later on. Some things are puddles catching light that glow and then are gone. It's the fleeting kind of beauty, the kind that teaches you to stay, to stand still in a moment before it slips away. Puddles catching light, look at them shine, everyone a tiny universe entirely benign. No one made this happen, no one planned the show, just the weather doing something that the heart already knows. Puddles catching light, reminding me that the most extraordinary things are always free, and they don't need applause, they don't need to stay. Puddles catching light and making my whole day. I think I'll be this kind of person now, the kind who stops for puddles on the street, the kind who sees the exhibition that the rain leaves at our feet. It's not naive, it's not denial, it's just choosing where to look, and today I'm choosing downward, where the light has filled each nook. Puddles catching light everywhere I turn, the whole street is illuminated, and I have so much to learn from water that reflects whatever sky it's given, from light that falls on everything, forgiving and forgiven. Puddles catching light, one more look before I go back to my table, back to my glow. But I'll carry this, the sparkle and the sheen. Puddles catching light, the brightest gray I've seen. Catching light, catching light, catching light, catching light. You said something and I missed it. The coffee machine was loud, but the way you smiled while saying it was better than the sound. And the sun came through the window right between us on the table, like it knew exactly where to fall to make this moment stable. Your hands are wrapped around your mug the same way I hold mine, and I think there's something beautiful in parallels this fine. We don't need to fill the quiet, it's already full enough, with the light and warmth and presence of this ordinary stuff. And I don't need this to be anything more than what it is right now, just two people in a sunbeam, learning how to not rush, how a little sun between us, that's all we need today. Not a grand romantic gesture, just the light that finds its way between your coffee and my tea, between your breath and mine. A little two people who decided not to close. A little sun between us, and that's enough. That's enough. You push the sugar bowl toward me without me having to ask, and it's the smallest thing, but somehow it's a kind of task completed without thinking. The language of the present, the vocabulary of I see you without a word to represent. The afternoon is generous, it gives us extra gold, and the cafe doesn't rush us though our coffees are getting cold. I'll order one more just to stay inside this square of light, where everything is easy and nothing needs to fight. And maybe that's the point of afternoons like this, not to build towards something else, just to exist inside the bliss of being here and being warm and being quietly impressed by how a little sun between two people can feel like being blessed. A little sun between us, that's all we need today. Not a grand romantic gesture, just the light that finds its way between your coffee and my tea, between your laugh and mine. A little sun between us, turning ordinary into shine. We don't need a name for this, don't need to know where it goes, just the warmth between two people who decided not to close. A little sun between us, and that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. The sun between, the warmth above. That's enough. If I could photograph the feeling of this hour, I'd frame it on my wall between the books and dried up flowers. Not because it's perfect, nothing is, I know, but because it's real and warm in here, and the light makes everything glow. And years from now, if someone asks what made you believe in quiet joy, I'll say a Tuesday afternoon, a cafe, some sun, and a moment nothing could destroy. A little sun between us, I'll remember this, the way the light fell perfectly across your wrist, between the crumbs and napkins, between the here and now. Little sun between us, teaching me how to let good things be good without needing them to last. A little sun between us, the sweetest afternoon I've had. A little sun between us. Back at my table, the book is where I left it. Page 47, slightly curled at the edge. It got a drop of rain this morning through the window crack, and now the page is drying slowly like a healing ledge. I smooth it with my thumb and watch the paper flatten, a wrinkle that will always hold the memory of the storm. And I think my life is something like this page, a little bit water damaged, but still warm. And there's no rush to read the next line, the story will be there when I return. Some pages need time to dry before you're ready for what you'll learn. drying pages, taking their time, curling back to where they were before the rain. And I'm not rushing them, and I'm not rushing me. Some things need stillness before they're whole again. Drying pages in the afternoon light, each one holding a small piece of the storm inside. But the words are still there, nothing's been erased, just softened by the water and the grace. The cafe's quieter now, the lunch crowd came and went, and the afternoon belongs to those of us who chose to stay. The ones with nowhere pressing, nowhere pulling at our sleeves. The ones who said, today I'll read my life like a cafe. Page 48 is dry enough to turn, and the sentence waiting there says something I can't quote, but the feeling of it lands like a hand upon my shoulder, like the author somehow knew I needed what she wrote. And there's no rush to finish anything, the book, the day, the healing of the year. Some chapters take a while to understand, and that's why I'm still here. Drying pages, taking their time, curling back to where they were before the rain. And I'm not rushing them, and I'm not rushing me. Some things need stillness before they're whole again. Drying pages in the afternoon light, each one holding a small piece of the storm inside. But the words are still there, nothing's been erased, just softened by the water and the grace. I think we're all just drying pages after every little storm, curling, flattening, remembering what shape we were before. And the wrinkles that remain are not the ruin, they're the proof that we were there, that we got wet, that we came back, that we grew through. Drying pages, taking their time, no rush, no urgency, no deadline to be fine. Just the quiet and the light, and the book upon my knee. Drying pages, just like me, just like me. Taking their time, taking their time. Ninth track. This is the breathing space. Ninth track. Ninth track. This is the breathing space. After 8 tracks, the breathing space of the playlist. After 8 tracks of the playlist. After 8. Ninth track. The breathing space of the playlist. After 8 tracks. Ninth track. Ninth track. The breathing space of the playlist. Ninth track. Ninth track. Ninth track. This is the breathing space of the playlist. After 8 tracks. This is the breathing space of the playlist. After 8. Ninth track. Ninth track. This is the breathing space of the playlist. Ninth track. Ninth track. At the breathing space of the playlist. Ninth track. Ninth track. The breathing space of the playlist. Ninth track. Ninth track. At the breathing space of the playlist. Ninth track. This is the breathing space. Ninth track. 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 The breathing space of the playlist. Ninth track. This is the breathing space of the playlist. Ninth track. Ninth track. This is the breathing space. Ninth track. Ninth track. The breathing space. After 8. Ninth track. Ninth track. The breathing space of the playlist. Ninth track. 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 And this is the breathing space. After 8. Ninth track. 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 This is the breathing space of the playlist. Ninth track. Ninth track. Ninth track. Ninth track. playlist. Ninth track, ninth track, ninth track. This is the breathing space. Ninth track, the breathing space. Ninth track, 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 ninth track. This is the breathing space of the playlist. Ninth track, ninth track. This is the breathing space. Ninth track, ninth track. This is the breathing space. Ninth track, ninth track. This is the breathing space of the playlist. Ninth track, ninth track. This is the breathing space of the playlist. Ninth track, ninth track. This is the breathing space of the playlist. Ninth track, ninth track, ninth track. This is the breathing space. Ninth track, ninth track, ninth track, ninth track, ninth track. Ninth track, ninth track. The breathing space of the playlist. Ninth track. This is the breathing space. Ninth track, ninth track, ninth track, ninth track. This is. The clock says 3, but it feels like it's been 3 for an hour. And I'm not complaining, time is generous with this tower of coffee cups and open books and sunlight slowly shifting across the table inch by inch, like something slowly gifting me another minute, then another, then one more. And the afternoon unfolds itself across this cafe floor, like a letter from a friend who writes in paragraphs, not lines, taking time to say the thing instead of rushing through the signs. And I'm learning to receive it, the slow gift of passing time, not as something lost or wasted, but as something that's entirely mine. Afternoon unfolding page by golden page. No one's counting minutes, no one's keeping stage, just the light and me and whatever this will be. Afternoon unfolding generously free. I don't need it faster, don't need it to lead somewhere grand or groundbreaking. I just need this unfolding, this unfurling, this unhurried way of being in the world. My phone's been face down since I sat. I think it's been 2 hours. Nothing terrible has happened, just the growing of small flowers in the pot beside the counter that I've been watching bloom so slow. You can't see it if you're rushing, but I'm not, so now I know that Tuesday at 3 p.m. the smallest bud becomes a face, and the barista hasn't noticed, but I'm in this place where the tiny things are visible because I'm finally still. And the afternoon unfolds because I finally let it will. And I'm learning to be present, not as practice, not as skill, but as surrender to the moment, as the letting go of will. Afternoon unfolding page by golden page. No one's counting minutes, no one's keeping stage, just the light and me and whatever this will be. afternoon unfolding generously free. I don't need it faster, don't need it to lead somewhere grand or groundbreaking. I just need this unfolding, this unfurling, this unhurried way of being in the world. What if this is what they mean by living? Not the peaks, not the plans, but the Tuesdays where you notice the flower in your hands, and the light across the table, and the sound of someone's spoon, and the way the afternoon unfolds like a very gentle tune. Afternoon unfolding, I'll stay a little more. Let the clock say 3 forever. Let the light stay on the floor. I'm not waiting for tomorrow. I'm not missing yesterday. I'm right here in the unfolding, and I'd like to stay. I'd like to stay. Unfolding, stay a while. The shadow of my coffee cup has stretched across the table, from a small dark circle to a long and reaching line. And I've been watching it migrate like a quiet sundial, measuring the afternoon in increments of time. The light has turned from white to gold, to something close to amber, and the cafe windows hold the sunset like a frame. I didn't plan to stay this long, but here I am still sitting, watching shadows getting longer, feeling grateful all the same. There's a kind of beauty in the leaving, in the way the light says I'll be back. Not goodbye, just see you in the morning, in the gold before the black. Shadows getting longer, days getting small, but the beauty of a sunset needs the fading to be felt at all. I don't wanna fight the evening, don't wanna hold the sun. Shadows getting longer means the afternoon was won, and I was here for all of it. The gray, the gold, the glow. Shadows getting longer, and I'm learning how to let it go. Let it go, like something loved, not lost. Just let go. The woman with the paint stains packs her brushes one by one, and the man beside the bookshelf closes what he's read. And I think we all felt something shift, the air, the angle, the tone, a collective understanding that the day has almost said everything it came to say. The barista dims the lights, not off, just softer, warmer now. And the cafe shifts from afternoon to early evening. How smoothly things transition when you're paying close attention. Every ending has a grace if you can meet it with intention. find a beauty in the dimming, in the way the room gets close and kind. Not the ending, just the turning of a page, the next chapter, not the last line. The shadows getting longer, days getting small, but the beauty of a sunset needs the fading to be felt at all. I don't wanna fight the evening, don't wanna hold the sun. Shadows getting longer means the afternoon was won, and I was here for all of it. The gray, the gold, the glow. Shadows getting longer, and I'm learning how to let it go. Let it go. Like something loved, not lost. Just let go. I used to fear the endings of good days, like once the sun was gone, the good was too. But I'm learning that the shadow is just proof of all the light that I came through. And tomorrow there'll be morning, and another chance to sit right here. But today was today, and it was enough, and I'm grateful it was clear. Shadows getting longer, and that's alright. The afternoon was golden and now it's turning night, but I carry every minute like a stone inside my palm. Smooth and warm from holding the quietest kind of calm. Shadows getting longer, and I'm finally okay with the beautiful and permanent shape of every day getting longer. Letting go. Getting longer. Letting go. Thank you for the hours that asked nothing in return, for the coffee that stayed warm enough in the pages that I turned, for the window and the way it held the afternoon like art, for the silence that was comfortable instead of pulling me apart. Thank you for the stranger who smiled once across the room, and the plant that grew a centimeter sometime between June and now. Right now, this moment where I'm sitting with my day, like a friend who's about to leave but hasn't walked away. Thank you, quiet hours, for being all you were. Nothing loud, nothing much, just softly, gently there. Thank you for the space to breathe and think and just exist. You're the kind of time that doesn't make it to a list, but you're the time I'll miss, the time I'll miss the most. Thank you, quiet hours, you beautiful ghost. Thank you for the rain that came and cleaned the air outside, for the clouds that broke and let the gold slip in with pride, for the waltz I did on sidewalks that nobody saw but me, for the puddles that held light like tiny mirrors set free. Thank you for this cafe that never asked me why I stayed so long, or what I'm working on, or what's to earn the right to sit and let myself heal. Thank you, quiet hours, for being all you were. Nothing loud, nothing much, just softly, gently there. Thank you for the space to breathe and think and just exist. You're the kind of time that doesn't make it to a list, but you're the time I'll miss, the time I'll miss the most. Thank you, quiet hours, you beautiful ghost. I think the world celebrates the big things, the milestones, the victories, the loud, but I wanna celebrate the Tuesdays, the nothing happening but everything crowd. The hours that hold you without knowing, the time that passes soft and slow. Thank you for existing in between the noise. Thank you for the glow. Thank you, quiet hours, I'll carry you home in the lining of my jacket, in the marrow of my bones. You were nothing extraordinary by the world's account, but you were everything I needed, every single ounce. Thank you, quiet hours, I'll see you here again. Same table, same window, same quiet, same friend. Same table, same quiet. Thank you. The sky outside has changed from gold to something in between. Not quite blue, not quite gone. A color without name. And I'm opening the window just an inch to let it in. The evening air that smells like rain, that's been and gone again. It's cooler now, and I can feel the day let go of heat. The way a person sighs at the end of something sweet. Not sad, just stunned, completed in the gentlest way. And I'm letting the evening in the same way I let go of day. Not with force, not with grief, just by opening the window, just by turning toward the new, and saying you can come in now, I'm ready. Letting the evening in, through the window, through the door, through the cracks between the minutes that were afternoon before. I don't need to hold the daylight, it's not mine to keep. Letting the evening in the way you'd welcome sleep. Gently, gratefully, without a fight. Letting the evening in, letting go of light. And finding that the dark is just another kind of warm. The streetlights blink awake, like eyes adjusting to the room. And the cafe's getting smaller in that intimate kind of bloom, where the walls feel closer, kinder, like they're leaning in to hear. The conversation's getting softer as the evening draws near. I close my book, not finished, but the too low to read, and I realize that's okay. There's always tomorrow's need. Tonight is not for finishing. Tonight is not for work. Tonight is just for letting go of everything that hurts. Not with drama, not with tears, just by breathing a little slower, just by saying I was here. And now I'll let the next thing find me, letting the evening in through the window, through the door, through the cracks between the minutes that were afternoon before. I don't need to hold the daylight, it's not mine to keep. Letting the evening in the way you'd welcome sleep. Gently, gratefully, without a fight. Letting the evening in, letting go of light, and finding that the dark is just another kind of warm. Choose how to meet the end. Do you grasp? Do you mourn? Do you bargain? Or do you open the window and let the evening be your friend? I'm choosing friend tonight. I'm choosing thank you and come in. I'm choosing to believe that endings can be kind, and the dark can hold me like the afternoon held me, with warmth, just a different kind of warmth. Letting the evening in, I'm ready now, I think. The afternoon was everything, and now let it sink into my bones like tea, into my chest like breath. Letting the evening in and resting what's left. Letting in the evening. One last sip, the cup is almost cold, but I hold it like a letter I'm not ready to fold. The cafe's amber now, all shadow and all glow, and I'm savoring the last of everything I know about this afternoon. The light, the rain, the sound of being nowhere special and feeling like I found something I can't name, but something I can feel. One last sip of something quiet, something real. The door closes behind me and the street is wide and wet, and the air smells like the earth remembers everything it's met. Every drop, every storm, every clearing after gray, it holds them all inside and it exhales them my way. My shoes make tiny sounds on the pavement, tap, tap, soft, and the evening wraps around me like a coat I've just put on. Not heavy, just present, just the weight of being here at the end of something gentle, with tomorrow almost near. And I don't need to know what's coming, I just need to trust the ground beneath, that every storm will pass into this quiet, this release. The street smells like rain and tomorrow, like endings that aren't really the end, like closing a book and holding it close before you open it again. The street smells like rain and tomorrow, a freshness that isn't trying to prove that things get better, just that things continue, and continuing is enough to move forward, to move gently into whatever comes next. The streetlights make the puddles into lanterns on the ground, and I walk through my own reflection without making any sound. And I think of all the hours I spent sitting by the glass, and I'm grateful for the afternoon, I'm grateful that it passed. Not gone, just shifted, moved from now to was, and was is where the beautiful things live, because they're finished, they're complete, they're safe from being undone. The afternoon is mine forever now, a story fully run. And tomorrow will be different, and that's not a threat, it's grace. Another rain, another clearing, another cafe, another space. The street smells like rain and tomorrow, like beginnings dressed in navy blue, like the first page of a book you'll read in a cafe you haven't been to yet, but soon. The street smells like rain and tomorrow, and I'm walking through it slow and free, not toward anything, not away from here, just forward, just gently, just me. If this playlist was a day, and it was, and this is the walk home, the quiet part where nothing happens but everything settles into bone, into memory, into muscle, into the way I'll sleep tonight, deep and warm and full of something that the rain and the cafe made right. And tomorrow I'll forget the details, but I'll remember how it felt to be still, to be warm, to be quietly held by an afternoon that asked for nothing and gave me everything, everything soft. The street smells like rain and tomorrow, and I'm okay with both, the wet and the waiting, the done and the hoping, the here and the almost there. The street smells like rain and tomorrow, and I'll meet them both with care. Mm.